Alright, what's up YouTube? Today I have a insufferable to play against tier list, pretty annoying to play against, average enjoyment to play against, and extremely fun to play against. And I'm gonna be ranking these from like how I feel about playing against each killer. And yeah, it's just my opinion, so don't get pissed. So yeah, starting off with Trapper. Trapper is pretty annoying to play against. I mean, the traps are just so annoying. Like I hate being looking at the ground, just like I hate looking at the ground, being like paranoid that I'm gonna run into a trap. It's just not that fun. Most trappers are basement campers, to be honest. They'll just hook you in the basement, place a couple of traps, one around the corner, so it's like really hard to run into. Like it's just not that fun to play against. Wraith is average enjoyment. I really hate stealth killers, but like I hate every killer in this game. I'm not gonna lie, but like I hate playing against every single one. I'm not gonna lie, but so Wraith, his stealth isn't that bad. It's manageable because the cloaking just isn't that annoying, and it's pretty balanced. Hillbilly is extremely fun to play against. It's super fun to loop Hillbilly, and just like his chainsaw is fun to dodge and stuff. Uh, Nurse, I'm gonna say average enjoyment because I don't really run into a lot of nurses. I run into like a lot of sweaty spirits, but not a lot of sweaty nurses. And nurses like usually they're just like average at the game. They're not really campers. They are kind of toxic, but they're just not. It's not. I don't find the blink that annoying, especially if you lose sight. Like I understand I like super super high MMR how like good nurses. Shape is just annoying to play against. It's just not fun because most of the Michael Myers you run into are just using the add-ons, either Fragrant Tuft of Hair or Judith Myers, or I mean Judith Tombstone. It's just not fun because Myers or Judith Tombstone, you get like one-shotted out of the game, and there's nothing you can do about it unless you like find a locker and hop into it. And Fragrant Tuft of Hair, like Infinite Tier 3 is just not fun to play against. His two add-ons just aren't fun to play against. So that's what I'm basing this off of. If you run into a Myers with either of these add-ons or both somehow, then uh yeah, it's just not fun to play against. But when the Myers doesn't have either of the iridescent add-ons, then it's pretty fun to play against. I won't lie. But like 95% of the time you run into a Michael, it's gonna be with one of the add-ons. Hag, I barely play against. Like no one plays her, dude. But I'm gonna put her in manageable. Now that you can like wipe away her traps and stuff, and you can still obviously crouch over them. Her traps are, for some reason, for me, easier to spot than Trapper's traps. And even if you like trigger one, you don't like you have a higher chance of like getting out alive if you're injured than if you're injured in a Trapper trap because he's just gonna come right to you. So Hag's average enjoyment. Doctor is just pretty annoying. I mean, it's not insufferable. It's just pretty annoying. Uh, like obviously the shock that stops you from using the pallet is not that fun, but it's not that bad. Um, Huntress is average enjoyment. She's just she's just okay. She's a 4.4 killer. If they're like really really good and they're hitting like cross map hatchets, then obviously that's like skillful as hell, but it's just not that fun to play against. But she's not that annoying to play against. Bubba, this might be a hot take, but I don't think Bubba is that bad to play against. I know there's like a huge stereotype with like Bubba and camping, but I honestly run into more camping hillbillies than I run into more camping Bubbas. And but but hillbilly's fun to loop against, so I don't really care. But Bubba's like hillbilly. He's pretty fun to loop against, to be honest. Freddy is boring to play and he's boring to play against, but that doesn't mean that he's like insufferable to play against. Like when I say insufferable, I mean like you're genuinely not having a good time. I can be bored and just like kind of enjoying it. I'll put Freddy like here. Like for example, once I get to like Skull Merchant, like that's just insufferable to play against. There's no fun to be had. She gets like a million status effects Looping just isn't fun. She can hold a 3 gen for like the entire game. She can just hold a game hostage. It's just not fun at all. And most Skull Merchant players, like, no, not most Skull Merchant players, like literally 99% of the Skull Merchant players you run into are just absolute scumbags that will hold the 3 gen for like, they'll hold the game hostage. They'll slug. It's just so boring to play against her. But obviously, I have more thoughts once we get to her. So Freddy, again, like, he's not insufferable to play against. I still haven't put anybody in there yet. Pig, I don't think she's that bad. I think dodging her ambush is actually really fun. Her head traps are a little annoying, but it's not that annoying. Clown is gonna be the first insufferable to play against. I hate playing against Clown so much. It's just I hate the bottles. Like it can slow you down, that's fine. But it makes me like dizzy just looking at it, and I know there's like a motion sense thing, but it's just not fun to play against Clown at all. Because even if you get slowed and you like 360 him or like dodged the hit somehow, you can't see like anything, and it's just so annoying. It's insufferable. A lot of the clowns that I run into run that eerie add-on that when you throw the glass bottle on them and it directly hits them, it'll just be an insta down. It's just not that fun. A lot of clowns are like tunnelers. Most clowns are tunnelers. It's just not fun at all. Spirit, even though she's like annoying to play against, her power is like annoying. Especially like I run into a lot of really good spirits, and obviously once you get hit, like once you take that first hit, it's like almost impossible if the spirit's good to like get away. But she's not that bad. I'm just gonna say average enjoyment. Legion, I mean, you know what? No, I'm gonna move spirits up. Pretty annoying because I'll move her to the top for pretty annoying because it's like a hit or miss with spirits. She's either fun or not fun. Um, Legion, another hot take was like Bubba. I don't find Legion that annoying to play against. I find his power or their power, my bad, actually pretty fun to like loop against, especially when they're in like the vault, the frenzy mode, where you can just like window tech them, and there's a lot of like fun mind games you can do while they are in the frenzy. Plague again. I don't run into many plagues. Yeah, I don't run into many plagues at all, but she is not that bad. She's not that bad. She's not that bad. Her like once you get sick, it is pretty annoying. Obviously, you don't really want to cleanse because then you give her corrupt, such a good power, or just give her more corrupt. And I mean, nah, I don't even run into that many plagues, so I can't put her into pretty annoying. So I'll just leave her in average. Ghostface, I'm sorry, insufferable. I know that might be a hot take, but I just hate playing against Ghostface so much. That might be a skill issue, like not watching out, but I hate getting like stalked from across the map. I'll stare at the dude for like 3 seconds in like like in the wide open, and it will not reveal him when I'm staring right at him, and I'll get marked. It's just not fun at all. I hate playing him so much. I just hate stealth killers in general. It's just not a fun aspect of the game at all. It's just not fun. Demo, this is this is a tough one because I want to say extremely fun, but you know what? I'm gonna change this from extremely fun because that sounds too enthusiastic. I'm gonna just change it to fun to play against. Maybe I should add another tier, but I don't really want to do. I don't really want to like overcomplicate things. I'm just gonna put them at the bottom of fun to play against because most of the time the demo is like fun to dodge. The shreds, they're shreds. It's just fun to dodge. It's shreds. Um, the the portals aren't that annoying to deal with. I mean, it's just a pretty balanced killer overall, so there's nothing that boring to play against. Oni is super duper fun to play against. Maybe at the top. I love dodging the demon dash. Like obviously, you know, being hurt for like the entire game if like they're running sloppy or something, and he collects like so much blood, so he gets his power like all the time. Is kind of annoying, but it's like it's pretty fun to go against his power Pretty balanced killer. A lot of like the speedier killers are fun to play against. Slinger, I'm gonna put in average enjoyment. I'm only ranking like you see how Oni's at the top, Hillbilly's here, and then Demo's here. Like that's the order I would put it in fun to play against. But I'm not gonna rank these because that'd be too complicated. Um, Slinger is pretty fun to play against. Dodging the gun is quite fun. Um, a lot of the times though, you'll feel like you dodged it and it like hits you anyway. So I'm just gonna put him in average enjoyment because it's not that bad. Pyramid Head, I don't run into a lot of red pyramid things. You know, I don't run into a lot of pyramid heads, but uh, I like playing against him just because I'm a Silent Hill fan. But like just the like I like playing against him because obviously yeah. But he's not that annoying to play against. I mean, when you run into like a really good pyramid head that like knows how to predict their like the like torment things where it's like shoots up and it like hits you through walls is pretty annoying, but that's also like pretty skillful. So I'm just gonna leave him average enjoyment. Blight is very fun. I think I'll put him above Demo but below Hillbilly. Blight's very fun. The one complaint I have about Blight is that it seems like a lot of the Blights that I play are tunnelers, but dodging the power and like crouch teching on like stairs and stuff is pretty fun to play against. Twins, again, like no one plays them. You barely run into twins, but when you do, I'd put them at like the top of like pretty annoying because it's like Victor is like super annoying to like dodge sometimes, and Twins were just made to like slug and camp. It's just a bad killer design, so I'm gonna put him in pretty annoying to play against. Trickster and Insufferable. I'm sorry, Trickster's the worst designed killer in the game. The knives are just so annoying. It's just not fun at all to play against. Um, Nemesis. Nemesis is like he's kind of annoying sometimes because the tentacles are like really annoying to dodge. Because like the tentacles put you into like this situation where like you literally can't do anything if you're at like a vault or like a pallet. But it's not that bad. Pinhead's pretty annoying. I'll put him here. Pinhead's pretty annoying. Well, mm, a lot of the pinheads I play are tunnelers. I'm not gonna lie, and they'll just tunnel one dude out the game. Artist is pretty annoying. I'm sorry again. It's just not fun to play against artists at all. Um, she's just like the crows. It's just not fun at all. Onryo, it might be the most insufferable killer in the game. I hate the way she phases in and out. So like it's like impossible to see her. I hate the TVs. I hate like everything about her. I know she's not even like strong. Maybe it's a skill issue. It probably is a skill issue, but she's just not fun at all to play against. Dredge, I'm gonna put in pretty annoying to be honest, because I just don't like playing against Dredge at all. Nightfall is just not really a fun mechanic as a survivor, and it seems like they get it like super quick every time. Wesker, super fun to play against. Who doesn't love dodging the dashes and stuff? It's like really fun to play against. Uh, Once you get hindered from like the Ouroboros, it might get a little annoying, but Wesker's usually pretty fun to play against. It's like a 50-50 chance if you get a tunneler or not. I mean, a lot of these killers are tunnelers, but it seems like I don't I don't see a lot of. I only see tunnelers on like specific killers. It's hard to explain. Knight, I would put in insufferable, but I don't run into a lot of knights. But when I do, they're just hold at 3 gen. It's just boring. The guards boring. I mean, it's just not that well designed. Uh, Skull Merchant might be more insufferable than Sadako. I don't know. She's just not fun at all. She just holds a 3 gen. It's so boring. She gets a million status effects. Her add-ons are just stupid. It's just not fun at all. Singularity, I barely run into him because no one plays him yeah, no one plays this dude at all. Um, but I'm just gonna put in. You know what? No, I'm gonna put in pretty annoying because I hate the way he just teleports right behind you. Xenomorph, average. Don't got much to say. Chucky is annoying. I hate no as a like if I haven't reiterated this enough already, I hate stealth, and the fact that he's so damn small makes him so hard to loop. So it's like the fact that he's so small makes it like really unfun as a survivor because like he's already stealthy because he's so small. When you're on like a large tile, like you can't see shit. Even when you're on a small tile, you can't see shit. Like and then you add on the stealth and the stupid dash attack and the cocky voice lines. It's just not fun. Uh, I've played 4 matches of the PTB. Um, I played 4 matches of the PTB. All of them were against the unknown. From what I've seen so far, it's not gonna be he or I don't even know what the hell it is. They or it isn't gonna be that annoying to play against. It's just gonna be an average killer to play against. The UVX doesn't seem that overpowered. It's kind of hard to hit. Uh, the way he walks is really weird. It kind of throws me off when I'm trying to loop him. But like, I don't have much complaints about that. So yeah, this is my tier list on fun to play against, average enjoyment to play against, pretty annoying to play against, and insufferable to play against. So yeah, I mean, uh, this might be a skill issue for like some of these killers, like Ghostface and Sadako, but this is just my opinion. You don't gotta get mad. Just my opinion and stuff. And yeah, if anyone actually watches this video, let me know if you agree with this and what you would change and stuff. So yeah, appreciate it for watching.